Now, let me tell you some stuff about the Adrianna first autopsy that was done in Guyana by 3 separate pathologists. They have completed an autopsy report. It's 12 pages long, including signatures. And the autopsy is full of lies. Now, some of them we can actually factually prove, such as there is a voice note of Dr. Gary Collins saying that he himself pulled some cotton wool out of the upper part of Adrianna's nasal passage. Yet, in the autopsy, he's signing to say there was only foam in her nasal cavity. So you have just committed perjury because you've lied in a legal document. You've also said all 3 doctors signed this legal report, this autopsy, that states several times that they had cut open the throat, they had looked at the hyoid bone, they had done a full neck examination front and back. Now, Dr. Terry came out and told us, and I fully trust this woman, she told us that nobody had ever cut open the neck before, and she was the first person to peel back the layers of the neck and look at the hyoid bone. So how have you signed an autopsy report and gone into great detail about a neck examination that you had done that never happened? Let me show you their signatures on this autopsy report. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3 signatures by all pathologists that state Adrianna only died due to drowning and that they had fully checked that there was no signs of strangulation and done full neck examination. And in my opinion, if you have done an autopsy and you have signed your name on that dotted line, you've signed your life away. And not only that, but now, tragically, every single family who have had an autopsy done by any of these 3 doctors have to question the results on the autopsy. And that is going to lead to absolute tragic ramifications, because there is going to be people who are going to be already feeling like their child, their loved one, their husband, their wife, their grandparents died in suspicious circumstances, and they may have been told, no, it's natural cause, and it may well be, but they're going to want to have their family member exhumed and have a second autopsy now based off the fact that these doctors have been paid off. These 3 men should be arrested, in my opinion, because if you sign on the dotted line of a report to say everything in that report is the truth, and you lie, and it's about an 11-year-old child, you deserve to be in prison. So I told you guys I'm not covering the Adrianna Young case anymore due to the fact that I cannot cope with some of the attacks from the family. And by that I mean Alana, I don't mean the mum and dad at all, who were quite happy for me to work on the case. But I couldn't miss this chance to just actually confirm some of the things I've told you guys, where I've been called a liar before. So this has been posted by Lewis Amika, and she's obviously tagged the mum Amicia into it. The price of the pool, she said that she chose to leave Paprika and come to the Tushan because the pool wanted $3,000 per person. That's not true, which I've told you many times. She told her grandchildren to tell the police they do not know anything and did not see anything. So this is talking about the grandmother. She took a gag-out order preventing her 14-year-old granddaughter from speaking. Why would she do that? Which I have been telling you guys that for over 4 weeks now. She said she went looking for Adrianna first, when in fact it was Pappy who first got up to look for my niece, and she turned and asked him, where are you going? Sit down. But he insisted he was going to start the search, and obviously I told you that Pappy also said it's going to look suspicious. That all happened. Stephen Young has told a lot of lies. So all of this stuff here I've been telling you guys for weeks. So when I've been called a liar, or when these people have all fired up lives like London Star to say that I should never say these things about the grandmother, and when Alana said I've only ever spoke to a neighbour, I'm sure you can put this all together now. And again, I'll just reiterate that nobody wants to believe a family member is part of the reason why Adrianna's no longer here anymore. However, all the evidence pointed to the grandmother and Stefan having some culpability in that. And especially when I heard that the children had been silenced. That 14-year-old child who is under the full care of the grandmother is in a lot of danger emotionally. And otherwise, to be fair, because she has information about what happened to Adrianna. But emotionally, for her to be told over and over again that if she speaks about Adrianna and what happened that day, that she's going to get in trouble with the police or the legal team, like that is going to weigh heavy on a 14-year-old girl's conscience. For me personally, when I learn these details of a case, I become really unbothered by what happens to the grandmother or Stefan, because I don't have it in me to worry about the welfare of people that hurt or kill children. I just don't. And let me leave you with one more parting bit of information. Dr. Gary Collins admits to pulling a piece of cotton wool out of Adrianna's nose. He too knows she's murdered.
Them say when you see a sleeping lion, don't wake that sleeping lion. Adrianna Young mother the one that have been kept quiet for so long, we all see that she's talking now. And the words that is coming out of her mouth is hitting everybody like a nail and a hammer. Now, Adrianna young mother basically is clearing the air with a lot of things that have been going on. Things like the lawyer who collects $6,000 that was supposed to give to the family, and he bring his friend in and give his friend the $6,000 as what he said to come and do the autopsy and lie on the autopsy for Adrianna Young. However, the friend that he bring from America is basically speaking up also, and they are saying that Adrianna Young moms and them need to be careful because they will sue them. And the lawyer is talking like that too. Now the moms is like, let's go with the lawsuit because I have a lot up my sleeve to roll out on you guys. Now there have been so much people that have been covering up Adrianna Young murder. It's ridiculous. Even the person that was paid to do the job. Now, Adrianna young mother said, somebody bring that man number to her at the part where the fire was burning, where at the hotel, when they was in the waiting for Adrianna Young. That's when somebody gave that man number. So that was a setup from day one. So everything that she's saying that we are now learning that the aunt, she bluntly speak, and she said, if anyhow I speak about certain things, they will come for me. The freedom of speech in Guyana have been cut short. You have to be careful of what you say or what you do, because the only people are going to be affected by when you lose a family member is the person that have a disease. And that's what we see playing out right in our face. The government is covering for the murderers and not for the people that lose their family member. They are putting people in jail behind bars that is speaking up for justice for the child that they lose and not the murderers. Now we can go back again and again on this one lady that highlights so much and speaks so much, and now I am seeing her on a picture with her own child. That goes to tell you that you have kids and you speak like this, telling people that Adrianna Young don't need justice and you have 2 child. Now for people who have kids and are listening, what if this was your kid? What if these things was reaching your kids? You over here talking about the deceased and the deceased family and justice for the Doubleday hotel owner. The people did not burn down that hotel. You guys burned that hotel down. Why none of you guys have not been arrested? Just like Adrianna young mother said, why you have not been arrested? If the government was a government in Guyana, if the president was a president in Guyana, he would have seen to it that your dumb ass will be behind bars today. You want to be walking around still because you disrespect the family and that and you said F the deceased. You should be in jail for that. And I hope Sir Brian and his wife press charge on you. That you don't see that as a cyber crime? Everything else is a cyber crime and cyber bullying. But that is not. Come on, Mr. President. You pick and choose who you send to jail. Right? And the people that you're sending to jail are innocent. The people that need to go to jail is the WD hotel owner, the man we then call Leroy, and the WD hotel owner's son and this bitch that you was having sex with. The WD hotel owner bitch. Yeah. So, Mr. President, I want you to look into these people.
Hi guys, I just want to make a statement. I don't know if I'm fully back on the Adrianna case. I don't know if I'm not. I don't know what's going on. I just know that in my heart, I'm still screaming for justice for Adrianna. I know I'm one of the best at this case. I know I literally have information that people need to know. And I know that I've had so much love and so much support, and it's hard to turn your back on something that you promised you wouldn't. It's easy for me to say that because I need a moment's peace. It's not inherently who I am inside. I'm not a quitter at anything. I had an experience over the last 3 days of my child being so poorly. And while we were waiting for test results to come back, I was hit by just something like, as long as my girls are okay, I'm good. As long as my kids are healthy and they're happy, none of you fucks can affect me. Like, none of you. All the hate lives, you've shown yourself over and over again. I'm watching you still and I'm thinking like, wow, imagine if they put this energy into something positive. Imagine if they put this time into justice for Adrianna. And I feel sorry. I feel really sorry for what you're going through, because you've got no aim in life, and that's why you've allowed hatred to eat away at your soul. And like, I hope things get better for you. I don't have hatred in my heart for any of you. Like, I'm not on that kind of thing. Like, I've moved past that. Like, I don't have hatred. I've watched people, no name, come to lives that should have a moment's time where there's 900 people watching, to be screaming justice for Adrianna and talking about the family and how they need your support and how Adrianna needs you guys to get by, and they're using that to talk about money. And I'm getting bored of it. I'm getting bored of all of these people using all of this time to talk about hatred and negativity. All of you people that have been doing the worst to this case, like, you're the reason that's feeding my soul to come back. Like, you know, and right now I need some time. My little one's still poorly. I need to go live around her. I hope I'm going to be live tonight. If I'm not, it's because she needs me. I'm a mama first, always will be. But I just want to say, like, for all the haters, like, what you do and what you have done is you've brought out my community. You've brought out new people who I never even knew or had heard of before, like, coming up to me and being like, just showing gratitude and love. And like, that's all you've done. You've shown me how strong my team is, and you've shown me how amazing my life is because of all these people that have literally shown me more love than I've had in my whole life. So keep doing your little thing with your 100 people on a live talking bare shit. And I'll keep talking truth, and I'll let you guys when I know what I'm doing. But right now, just support this family, man. Support Amicia, support Sir Brian, support the legal team, support the justice campaign. And if you guys get given a platform on any platform, if there be 3 people or 500 people, do it like Comet would do it and just scream justice for Adrianna, because that's all we've ever wanted, right? That's all we want.